Hello everyone, today we're gonna talk about inflation. Inflation is very high. In fact, in a 40 years high. We are in a 40 years high inflation in the US, and right now is around 8.2%, but few months ago reached its peak 9.1%. Although last year, the Federal Reserve and other officials were saying that this is gonna be transitory inflation and is gonna go away, but they soon realized it's not gonna go away and keep increasing. With raising rate, the Federal Reserve tried to control the inflation, but some believe that they started late to do that because the inflation already was baked into the market that they started doing some raising rate. And their target right now is 2%. It means they want to bring down inflation to 2% next 1 year or next 6 months. It's very hard to know how that's gonna happen. Many people are pessimistic about that. They're not very optimistic because they see the inflation is stickier than they thought, and overall the energy market is very volatile. So at the beginning, the inflation was mostly coming from the energy market, the high energy prices. But right now, although the energy prices, the oil prices dropped, but right now the inflation went into the food, to services, to shelter, and is staying there, and a very high inflation. So we want to know how that started. This chart that you can see is a US money supply in the last few years, and as you can see, at the beginning of the coronavirus, we had a sharp rise in money supply because we had businesses are closing down and there was a lockdown, there was issue. The treasury came in and print money and support the businesses, small businesses, large businesses, individuals. And this money, as you can see, our money supply before the pandemic was 15.5 trillion, and now is around 21.5 trillion, and it reached the highest was reached 21.9 trillion. So as you can see, when the money is printed and distributed to the market, to the society, it comes after that inflation. And this wasn't something that surprising, always happened like that, but nevertheless they try to label it as transitory inflation, and here we are 1 year after that, and they're having a hard time to control the inflation. I just want to point out one point. When the when the money supply, you print money and goes to the broader market and goes to the different market, go to the real estate, go to the stock market, goes to other areas. The problem is because the system is designed in a way that those institutions and businesses that they have access to some technological advanced systems, they are the one, and they already have some capital, they are the one they could benefit the most from this increasing money supply. They are the one that benefit the most from rising stock market, after the 2020, after the pandemic, and during 2020, 21, and now 22. And they are the ones that benefited the most from the rising prices of real estate. Because as ordinary citizens, ordinary people in society, they only probably could afford one home or two homes. And these houses that they have, they may in a short term is gonna rise in value, but as the Fed comes and tighten the monetary policy, and this money dries up, the house value are gonna drop. So those people that they're having just their home shoot up to 2 times their price, or 50%, 60% up, is gonna go down dramatically. And the stock market also is gonna happen the same. So those ordinary people that they may get some benefit from exposure to stock market, because of the stock market now is in a bear market, they're gonna give it back. But those institutions, those large businesses that they already could get the most out of this money supplies, they're still in a good position. So what I mean by that is, even if they could control the inflation, that is unlikely. At least they're not gonna be 2%. But even they could take down inflation to 2%. After that, is not gonna be easier situation for ordinary citizen, because they paid the price throughout this inflation, and they didn't get the most out of this printing money, and I could call it cheap money. They couldn't get the most out of this cheap money that was available to everyone. So please write your comment down, write your opinion, see what you think, guys, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Take a good care.